Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me to introduce myself. My name is Rama Hilman Utama, and I'm from a postgraduate student at the Faculty of Economic and Business, Universitas Indonesia, with major in human capital. And here I will present the research that I have done regarding driving factor of turnover intention and the case of health workers in Indonesia during COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, this section is an outline of what will be discussed. So we go straight to the introduction section at the beginning. Okay, next. Okay, in this introduction, I will show you about the data and the COVID-19 outbreak that start in China, as we know, yeah, has now globally reached 300 million more confirmed positive people in global. And as you can see in this section, this is the data uh, how illustrate the urgency of health in Indonesia. Indonesia is currently of the state of the Southeast Asia, according in the WHO version, with the second highest number of cases after India. And this data is indicating the urgency of this case in Indonesia itself. And this part is provides an overview of the high number of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia. Uh, that it's not balanced with existing health facilities and health workers in Indonesia. And from the health workers themselves, in the data of WHO, Indonesia is in the last position in the other Southeast Asia countries, others. And for the health facilities, Indonesia are still below the WHO standard. And this data illustrate how scary the condition of health workers in Indonesia. After we discuss about the introduction in the last section, and in this section is about the problem identification. So the first one is the question about what will happen to the high number of positive cases in Indonesia. And the answer is many people in Indonesia will be confused about finding information about the hill of COVID-19 they are experiencing. And the second one is a question about the what will happen to the lack of health facilities and health worker in Indonesia. And the answer is the increase in case will cause an accumulation that it's not in accordance with the number of health workers and the health facilities. So that it will have an impact on high patient mortality. And the last question is about the through this case, who will be affected? Okay, I think health worker is very affected in this case. The first one is study from Amajid et al. 2020. They say the COVID-19 pandemic give fear for health workers and increase the turnover intention. So it was said that it was necessary to find out what caused the turnover intention on health workers. The second one is from Devi 2020. The research shows that the struggle given by health workers actually trigger an, uh, an increase in workplace violence by patient. So research needs to be done to see the impact of violence on turnover intention. And the last one is from Reynolds Kelly and Carlson 2014. They said about the physical and non-physical violence is a significant hazard in healthcare setting that requires further research, at least to implement effective prevention initiative. And in this slide, I want to show you about the correlation, this data, and uh, the last research with my research currently. And previous research has revealed that the factor influence turnover intention need to be investigated. The increase on workplace violence in the pandemic COVID-19 has become concentration as a factor that caused turnover intention. As we can see, this data from BLS in America, published in 2016, and from this data uh, show us about the health workers receive more physical attack than other types of workers. So from this data, the workplace violence become the most important factor as a factor that affects turnover intention. After we know that workplace violence is the biggest impact of turnover intention, in this section is describe the research gap from a research on workplace violence. So the first one is research from Young et al. They illustrate that not many studies have looked at the antecedent of workplace violence. So in this research, I want to show about the antecedent of workplace violence. And the previous research that explained the cost of living health workers to occupational burnout, which cause turnover intention, is still worth examining. So the first one, I have the variable from occupational burnout, and the second one, I want to show you about the variable in work environment. In the research of Wu et al. 2019, a supportive work environment will have a positive impact on work attitudes and reduce the turnover intention from health workers. And the last one is about there is no answer regarding the experience of violence by health workers in the workplace that can combine the effect on occupational burnout and turnover intention. And the last one is about the research from Wu et al. 2019 revealed that it's necessary to find out about the mediating variable between the work environment and the turnover intention. So this is the a background from my research. What is the real purpose of this research? The first one is this research want to enrich the literature review regarding research gap related to factor that influence turnover intention and antecedent of workplace violence, and to develop a research model based on a previous literature review. The second one is provide practical and theoretical recommendation in accordance with research finding. And the last one is knowing the result of empirical testing of the model adapted from previous study relate to effect of the work environment and occupational burnout on turnover intention with the mediating role of workplace violence. Here I will explain the theoretical basis of the research that I did. The first this research has a grand theories based on SHRM and OB, or organizational behavior. These two grand theories will explain the theory of organizational justice, conservation of research theory, and social exchange theory. And in the end, the variable of the work environment, occupational burnout, workplace violence, and turnover intention became clear to be explained in the context of this study. Here is a modification of the research model that I use in the current study. And the first one is a study that from Young et al. 2021, which describe the important factor of workplace violence in the current COVID-19 context. The second one is a model from Shen Xiao et al. 2021, which explain that occupational burnout is quite important in looking at the factor of workplace violence and turnover intention. The, the last one is study from Wu et al. 2019, which explained that the work environment is quite important too if you want to see the factor of turnover intention and workplace violence. From the existing research gap, previous research model, and the urgency of current research on health workers, the following is a research model that researchers are currently making based on existing problem. So I want to see you about the what are the factor of turnover intention, and in this part is work environment and occupational burnout, and also and then what the factor of workplace violence in this research model is same work environment and the occupational burnout. And then I want to see how the workplace violence can mediate the work environment and turnover intention, and then the occupational burnout to turnover intention. Methodology of this research, the first one is about the research context. And in this research, I want to know about the health workers in Jabodetabek area. Why? Because in the Jabodetabek area, having the largest accumulation of cases during COVID-19, and the sample is 415. This is minimum sample because I have the indicator 83, and the analysis. This analysis, the first one is about the validity and reliability. The second one is the GOVI test, good of witness test. The third is the direct effect, and the last one is indirect effect. Uh, for validity and reliability, I use the construct reliability and VE. And for GOVIT, the minimum item good fit is 5. And for indirect effect and direct effect, I use the t-values must less than minus 1.96 and greater than 1.96. This part is about the measurement I use in this research. The first one is in the work environment, using the measurement tool, the Practice Environment Scale of the Nursing Work Index, or PASNYA, which has been developed and used in the research of Aiken et al. In 2012 with a total of 31 questions. Occupational burnout, using the Occupational Burnout Inventory OB measuring tool that has been used in previous research in Ye et al. 28 to 2008 with a total of 21 questions. And the workplace violence is using the negative X questionnaire revised NEC-R measuring tool by Einersen et al. In 2009 with a total 26 question. And turnover intention, I use the employee turnover intention and job designation choice measurement tool that have been used in Kirschenbaum and Weisberg in 2002 and research with a total of 5 question. This is analysis in validity, reliability, and the fit test. From the result of the validity, the SLF value must be above uh, uh, 0.3. And there are two indicators, OB20 and OB21, which are invalid, and other are valid. The fit test indicate the model is good because dominant in a good fit in this one, as you can see. So this model is can be continued in the main test. So in the direct effect, I using the main test with the Listrel, and the result is all hypothesis in direct effect is accepted. This can be seen from the values of t-values. This is the t-values is are below minus 1.96 and above 1.96. This is below minus 1.96. This is above 1.96, and this is above 1.96. So all hypothesis is accepted. In the indirect effect, the hypothesis is all accepted too. As we can see, the values of hypothesis 6 is 9.66, and which is this is the values is uh, above 1.96, and this hypothesis 7 is the values is minus 3.92, which is below minus 1.96. So all hypothesis is accepted. The first one is hypothesis 1. Workplace violence has a positive effect on turnover intention. So it can be said the hypothesis is accepted, and it can be said the more violent felt by workers, the more they will have an impact on their desire to move from their current job. And hypothesis 2 is accepted too, is about work environment has a negative effect on workplace violence. It can be said that the more positive work environment of the workers in health facilities will have the impact of reducing the violence felt by the workers. This is due to positive support from a college and fairly good work system, so that workers avoid the violence they will receive. And the hypothesis 3 is about the environment has a negative effect with turnover intention, and this hypothesis is accepted. A positive work environment is characterized by supportive coworkers and fairly good work rules. Plus, in the midst of the current COVID-19 pandemic, the fear of health workers is increasing, so they need support among a college to continue working on the novel tasks they do. And the hypothesis 4 is occupational burnout has a positive effect on workplace violence, and this hypothesis is accepted. In the midst of the current of the COVID-19 outbreak, the number of patients in health facilities will increase. This will have an impact to workplace violence and of the workplace violence on the workers in healthcare facilities. So that later it will have an influence on service that are less that excellent, and there will be unclear information on patient and coworkers and have impacts on violence. The hypothesis 5 is about occupational burnout has a positive effect on turnover intention. It can be said the high workload among workers in health facilities will have a fairly have impact on them, so that the desire to move will be higher. And hypothesis 6 about the workplace violence mediates the relation between a work environment and turnover intention, and this hypothesis is accepted. The bad working environment give a discomfort to the workers in health facilities, and with the presence of violence will have an impact on the negative ethics of the workers, so that they will make them think about the moving from their current job to the better job. And the hypothesis 7 is accepted too. Workplace violence mediates the relationship between occupational burnout and turnover intention. So it can be said the existence of violence in the workplace will worsen the experience of workers, coupled with a fairly high workload of workers in health facilities, especially in the current context of COVID-19. So this all the discussion from my research. So after the part of discussion, now this is the conclusion about my research. The first one is about the factors that influence the turnover intention of health workers are occupational burnout, work environment, and workplace violence. And the workplace violence is able to mediate the relationship between occupational burnout and turnover intention. And then the workplace violence is able to mediate relationship between work environment and turnover intention. And the factor that influence workplace violence is work environment and occupational burnout. And this is about the managerial recommendation. The first one is about the level of supportive and constructive work environment for worker can increase comfort, so that it will reduce violence in the workplace and also the intention to move. And good work rules start from work shift, and organizational culture is able to build higher positive spirit among our fellow employees. And then the training for workers to build their social spirit and anticipate action in case of negative behavior can also be carried out. And then the lack of social competencies is the cause of this incident. Lack of self confidence and proper social skill to protect oneself if oneself from a stressful situation can increase violence. So manager must develop appropriate strategies or establish mandatory policies and regulation to create a mutual respectful work environment. And the last one is continuing education and training to empower health workers to confront and eliminate workplace violence should be required in healthcare setting. So this is the last slide from my presentation, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.